Aloha, July 17th, 2025, Thursday. Man, July's just going by so fast. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sitting here and I'm just realizing like, oh my gosh, it's already the 17th. It's 7/17/25. Wow. Time flies. So yesterday we were talking about what are the stories you're telling yourself and how descriptions and what we code up, the language, and not only that, not the words, but how they make us feel. And that's what's important, is how they make you feel. And so I kind of want to dive deeper into definitions and the way they make us feel. Because if we can think one certain way, where it's the easiest, the least resistance of thinking we're not good enough, or we're not perfect, or we're not worthy, you know, these sabotaging belief systems that we've had since what we do is just learn from our environment. And so when we think about our environment, you know, we never really got to choose our environment. So with that, it's like, are we really labeling these definitions as true, or is it just something that we've learned from the past and now we think it's truth? I know that it's been very challenging at times, because it's like, you know, especially when we adopt the idea that things are happening to me instead of for me, it will change your perception when we think about it's happening for me. And I know there's a lot of things that, you know, we could just really go down the rabbit hole. But time is precious. And we can try to go down that rabbit hole and dig all these holes and try to figure out where and how and when and what and how come and why we're like the way we are. Or do we just rejoice in who we are and raise our cups high, because we are who we are. I am that I am. And that I'm not perfect. And that things, you know, having a human experience is part of it. And leaning into those things that make us prickly and feel like, whoa, uncharted waters. And then we're like, wait a minute, I don't think I can do this, because, of course, you have no reference to it. You've never done it before. So you're creating something that never existed. Like I was telling my mother the other day, you know, I'm creating a business that's never been there. Of course there's always going to be resistance, because there's so much to learn, which is good. Because if I was comfortable, then I'd know exactly what I was doing, and I'd get bored anyways, because I love the challenge. Of course, fellow Aryans, you know what I'm talking about. We rise to the challenge. Aries, unite. We do. We go full force. We're up there, number one, up to bat. Let's do it. You know, it was funny. I was talking to my friend, and I was like saying, you know, when our conscious mind or the feeling inside of us starts having this voice going, we can't do this. This is impossible. That's a time where my brain goes, wait a minute, is that really true? Or is it just learned behavior? And in my mind, I think it's true, but really, what are building this idea, this belief system that I have that this is a real true statement? And I love this work because it does. It opens so many layers within myself that every time I unlock a new layer, it's easier for me to see it around me. and help other people by coaching them and showing them that there's another way to life than just seeing it one way, a very limited perspective, especially if you haven't upgraded your program. It's like having an app on that you don't use, but it's still there and it's on, taking space and memory space, and not even paying, free. It's free rent in the mind, free rent app space. Like, oh my gosh. So it's time to clear, time to go in there and see which and what is it necessary to have them anymore on our screen. And if it's not, it's time to upgrade and realize, hey, you are worthy. You deserve this. And your creations that you're making, I'm so excited to hear them. So please leave them in the comments below. If you're, starting a new project and you're really excited and just want to share, email me personally. I would love to, connect with you personally and really help and serve in any way I can, because I know, being a creator, that when we step into the creation mode, there is always going to be that resistance, because you're going to the unknown, because you are creating something that's not even been existed in this world yet. That's how awesome you are. And that's how awesome as creators we are, that we can also co-create together and just create this beautiful space where we can support one another in all our endeavors. So with that, please give me a hearts up, notification, subscribe, and those that did already, thank you so much for the love and support. It really means a lot to me. I love building this content and just growing this channel, and also the Booyah Marketing channel, and just really going full force on all the things that I've been saying I want to do are now happening. The seed that I planted, I stopped digging them up and just let them grow, and now look, I'm off to bigger, better things now that I'm so excited every day. I'm like, I gotta pinch myself. Is this for real? It is for real, and I'm living it, and I love my life. Is it perfect all the time? Oh no. I wouldn't want it to be perfect all the time. When it gets prickly and I learn and I grow, now that's where the golden nuggets are. Because then I can share my wisdom with others, and others can share their wisdom with me. Because I'm always like, positivity, rose-colored glasses. I'm human. I have a life too. And it's nice to be, with other people that lift me up too when I'm down. And it's important to have community like that we're able to support one another, that no one's better than one, that we all rise together as community and just be there for one another and the support. So with that, leave me a heart if you are vibing with my message and you're feeling me, or thumbs me up, and I'm going to get going. So we'll talk soon. Light, love, and aloha with abundance.